All right, Coach Lee is now ready for an opening statement.
Well, great game by Duke. I mean, obviously they jumped out early and they hit Keyshawn hard. We just got a lot of 2-strike counts and just couldn't land some pitches that we needed to land. They got some momentum going in their dugout. Tried to go to Sharp. Obviously, knowing that today we got to win this game to have a chance to win the series, so we went to Sharp immediately. And, gave up the home run, and we were just, we were down by a bunch of runs early in the ball game, went to Rathfield. And, again, you give up 11 runs in the first 3 innings. It just makes it really, really difficult. At one point, it's sitting there at 13-1 going into the fourth. But, I give our offense credit. We had a good day today offensively. Thought we swung the bats well. Had an opportunity early in the ball game, hit to a double play with the bases loaded. But, besides that, really proud of Briar Hawkins, came up with a huge hit, the grand slam. We scored some runs there in the middle innings and in the fourth, fifth, and sixth inning to give us a chance in the ball game. And I thought our bullpen was outstanding. When you look, pretty much from the fifth inning on, the guys that threw out of the pen from the fifth inning on, Ty Olenchuk, Rasesh Pandya, threw the ball well. Ammons came in, got an out. Ricky Williams did a good job, and Jackson Lindley got in there and threw well too. So really proud of our guys out of the bullpen from the fifth inning on. We threw the ball well. We just got off to just such a bad start, and got down by so many runs early. It just made it tough. But we just gotta find a way to play good baseball tomorrow. We got to figure out, who's available, who's going to be able to pitch for us tomorrow. And you got to find a way to score runs tomorrow and get some momentum going into the ACC tournament, and see what happens from there.
Hey, Monte, this is Will. What do you think this loss does for your postseason chances here?
Well, I think we all know. I mean, we're going to have to go into the ACC tournament, and we're going to have to play well in the ACC tournament. I think we need to win tomorrow, and we need to go into the ACC tournament and play well, and we'll see where that takes us.
For you guys, you mentioned, can you put your fingers on why those first 3 innings happened? I mean, anything that you can say, man, was it the energy? Was it just?
It has nothing to do with energy. Energy doesn't have anything, to do with executing pitches and 2-strike counts. I mean, if you look at the first inning when we gave up the big inning, and you look at the second inning when we gave up the big inning, look at how many extra base hits, how many hits were given up in 2-strike counts. A lot of it had to do with the fact that we didn't execute pitches with 2-strike counts. It didn't have anything to do with energy. The dugout had plenty of energy today. It's difficult to have, energy when you're down by as many runs as we were early in the game. But when we fought our way back into the game, the energy was good in the dugout. It wasn't an energy issue. It was a pitch execution issue in the first 3 innings, and we left some balls over the plate with runners on base, and they hit them. That's the bottom line. It was purely pitch execution.
Yeah, I counted, I think, 9 of your other 14 runs came with 2 outs. How frustrating is that for you guys, when that just continues to happen?
Well, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. Again, you got to execute. We got to execute in 2-strike counts, and we got to close innings. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing that you see, and you saw today. We were unable early in the ball game to close out innings, to execute pitches when we were ahead of batters, and to close out innings. And if we would have done that, we scored 8 runs. So, we certainly did enough offensively, but we just, again, the first 3 innings killed us. I was, again, just want to make sure, some of our young guys and our bullpen, the guys from the 5th inning on, they did a good job. We minimized the free 90 in the second half of the game, executed pitches, and we wound up striking out, 14 of their guys. I don't know how many of those were from the 5th inning on, but the guys, there in the back half of the game did a good job of executing pitches. It's just, on the front, and it's tough luck. Keyshawn, throws a ton of strikes. Unfortunately, just couldn't bury the slider when he needed to. I hated it for him. We were 1 pitch away in several cases of being able to get out of the inning with minimal damage, and just we're just not able to do it. And you got to give Duke credit. They made us pay because of it.
I guess if there is a thing that's positive from all this, Mike, was that way your team continued to fight, even on the mound, and then obviously, getting the home run, the grand slam late there. I mean, they obviously showed fight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, our guys did fight tonight. Again, if you break the game up, really from the fourth inning on, we did a pretty good job. We scored, 7 runs from the fourth inning on and only gave up 1. For 6 innings tonight, we played pretty good baseball. Unfortunately, we just didn't execute pitches. That's the best that I can say it. When you give up 2 strike hits and a bunch of them, and we got balls being hit out of the ballpark. That's just purely pitch execution. But those guys are guys we got to count on, and they're guys that have been good for us. So that's it just didn't happen for them tonight.
Anything else for Coach Lee?